Do. Bear with me, guys. If anybody's there, I'm just gonna try the impossible. Wow, look at that horrible desk. Hey, it's only part of it. I've got, yes, I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna have to put this up here because it's in the way. I've saved all my pennies for my Patreons, and can you tell I have got a new camera? Yes, a new camera. I saved up my pennies, got a new camera. Very happy at the moment. This is the first time I tried it, so I've had all day messing and faffing, so I don't know if it's right yet. I'll try my bestest. Oh, don't be ripping that off. I'm just gonna, oh, you bum. Bloody sticks this stuff, doesn't it? Ugh. Right. Oh, for God's sake. We've got 2 people. I don't know if anybody else is anywhere else. I've got YouTube, and I've got all my bits and bobs now that I can lay out a little bit because I've done my own work. Well, a bit of it. So, you know what I mean? You know what it's like when you do own work. You just don't do it. But if you want to do it, you do it your way, don't you? So, boop, boop. Oh, and we've got, hello, Karen. Hi, Jamila. Hello, Jenny. Is it very clear? Oh, is it? Is it good? It should come into focus a little bit better now. Get in. Woo-hoo. So what about the sound? Mind you, I don't have to shout. You can hear me. I don't need the mic. I can even do this. Are you ready? Let me just, this is from TV when I was doing my lives on TV. What does that look like with the ring light on? Get rid of that there. Is that any better? It's great at night though, isn't it? It might not be that great now. So thank you to my Patreons. I do appreciate everything that you do, and everything that I do get from you really goes into making these better. And I'm getting a bit fed up with Facebook and StreamYard, so I might sack them and go on to doing a little bit with OBS because I can't put up with this, and neither can you. It's like they're not talking, and I just can't be bothered. So I'm not messing with them. If they want to mess about, then it doesn't have to be with us, does it? Right, where's my little book gone? Got a little book. Right, okie dokie. I'm just going to do some planning. I'm just waiting to see if anybody else is in. If not, I can just get on with it, can't I? because we're all friends. We're all friends here. Right. I'll start a new book with you. I've got lots of new books, but I'll start the new planning book with you. Right. Okay, well, we're up to 5. Hello? So the light is okay then? Oh, great stuff. Oh, I'm so chuffed. Right, I've got some products to review as well. Never used them before, not getting paid for any of it. But I wanted to share some ideas with you. So this is my B book. B book. So I'm really excited because I think, I was feeling a little bit lost and a bit confused about what I wanted to do. And I was like very insecure about, because everyone's doing this, that, the other, and I thought, right, so it's my big, I like these. Oh, it needs a bit of, I like these. These are tiny nibbed gold and silver pens. Doesn't like that, does it? Mind you, I've took the autofocus off. They even got these rubber nipples on, look. I think that's great because you can save them for your... Oh, what about that? Oh, that's genius for your nibbles, for your pokey tool. Absolutely. Anyway, I can't see that pen. So, right, the first thing I'm going to do is remind us all what we've done. I can't find my research book that I've done, and I'm pretty fed up because that one showed all the different techniques, and I did it in the actual book, and I can't find it. But that's sod's law for me, innit? Sod's law. So what I've got on my table today is a big mess. Is some black card. Okay, some black card. I have got some silver card. But then I thought I've got this insulation adhesive tape, so that might be a good one. I've not put that on my list, but I put the other stuff on. Then I've got some, still can't find my punches, but I'm doing a cupboard a day. So I'm settling on these that I got, which are the circle of what. Oh, it is a nice picture, that, isn't it? Oh, this was done for me by a very good friend, Carolyn Craven, and her sister Wendy, and it's paste and fibre paste, and I love it. So I might use a little bit of this because I like this picture so much. It's worthy of it, if that makes sense. Worthy. I have got some collage, which I thought these were cool. I bought them online. No, I didn't. I bought a sheet from somewhere, but I know you can get them online. I know I've got them in sheets and I can just click them out. But these are, it took me ages to realise that they are self-adhesive. So this could go on that work. Then I've got a little bit of collage, not a lot because I don't want them that faff. So I've got some strips that I've already painted, a little bit of music score, a little bit of dark colours. I've got, right, this is where it gets super exciting. This is super duper trooper, honestly. I've got my quilling tool. Oh, I've got these papers ready, you know. I've got stencils, fabric, which we cut. And then, my Hot Fix Sexy pen. Sexy Hot Fix. And it does gems, Hot Fixes, and I'm thinking that is just so good. So it does that, you know, fixes gems on. So I'll put the details there. You get brushes, sticky this, sticky that, and all these gems, look. So, and all them nibs for different sizes, so I'm well happy with that. I put the link on there for you. I'm just a bit gutted though, because all that work I did to show you what we were doing is the difference between a B and a C and an A, if that makes any sense. It's not there. Anyway, we also did some little bits of, you know, trying out. Got some more bits there. Some weaving. Some tryouts where we can see where they go. Just going that they're not there. Tryouts of books. Oh, yeah, we've done a lot, haven't we? So basically, I got that, and I got my Wizzy tool for. That's an official term. It's a curly, getting your things curled. So I'm going to put them all down. Right, okay. So why have I done all this? I keep getting this out just to remind you that we also, in the Patreon, they've all got my faces and stuff. So I'm going to move away the stuff that is in the way, but I want it, if that makes sense. Oh, don't forget all the weaving we did. We did a bit of weaving and, you know, we did in and outs of weaving. I've done that much, I forgot half of it. But we need to sort of bring it all together now. We sort of did last week, but I think we need to do it a little bit more. So I'm going to take the time to do that today. I don't care how long it takes me, because I want to do it and show you why it's important, and then it might help you in your practice. So I've done my own work, curly whirlies. I got these bags, I think they were 3p each, and 39p for 10, I think. So I've got 100 for £3.90, that was it. So they're really handy. They've got like cheese on it, and you can hang them up as well. And they're pretty strong for what they are. And then I got these pens, and these are very fine. I got them in white, silver, and gold, and they're very inexpensive. So I'm going to show you them. Right, shut up. Here's one that we did. I don't really like this, so what I'm going to do is work on it later. But it is what it is, and that is preview for what we could move to. It's some little books, get rid of them. For what I don't really need on the floor. Right, I also found this, and I'll try and find the name actually. And I thought this would make a great icon picture. Hi, Jackie. And we could almost put a vision of her in it, you know, well, a bit better than her. She looks like the woolly monster there, doesn't she? With those eyebrows. So, but do you know what I mean? Like, in that sense. Can you tell anything, Jackie? Can you tell anything? Just say it. So, shut up. Not you, me. Not you. Oh, gosh. That sounded a bit rude. So, and there's what we're liking about it. We're liking this bit. And when I cropped it with the picture, it really did look different, especially that bit, you know, when you start to do that. And so I want to try this using everything we've done. So we did a picture. I'm not in love with it, but it's a trial. And I'm going to go marking this lot out now. Okay, so I did say on the back of it for homework, do spirals, quilling. I do collage area. I haven't done that, but I have got the stuff. Collaging, layering shapes and colours. I've got that. So let's go back to the patterns. Here's my book. And it's going to be featuring all these on them if I can. Is it not a better picture, Jackie? Hint, hint. So we've got our little book. It's another book like that. I'm so annoyed I haven't got it. And here's all the patterns for reference, which to me are pieces in their own right. And there's some of these that are more successful than others, and they've got to be. So, you know, like my hot fix tool, I can put a few blobs on that and get them done. But these are great references for your sketchbook and for your notebooks. So I did stick that one back down. And again, the pattern foaming of it. I really look forward to my Friday ones with you because I get to do what I love to do, and that's like a bit of teaching, a bit of learning. So you can start with anything you want, but basically I'm just going to put her on here. Oh, come on, please don't start there. I've even got rid of all the stuff on my camera, so on my computer, so that it's faster. Right, I'm going to be a bit slower. So you can see I decided to do this, and I thought the way I would do it, I'll go back to writing in a minute, but the way I would do it would be to sort of section it up, like I said, and see. Now I thought, how do we do it on here, and what happens if it goes, you know, Pete Tong? How am I going to rectify that? And there's an easy way and an hard way, and I'll probably pick the hard way. And you can do it on here, or you can separate each one of these into several parts and then put them all together. Okay, and when you do that, you can do, if you put it on black, you can leave that gap between them as a mount thing, and that way you're not worried about edging or anything like that. You can just, and I thought that might be a better idea. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to trace out the shapes I've got. Now these are not set in stone, you can change these. I'm going to do it in a black liner. Oh, is that it? Oh, is it? No, it's not. It's birch trees. Right. So I'm going to show you one here. Okay. So well, I would do this in pencil, but I've got some graphite paper that would work. So take your time. Doesn't have to be perfect because this pen doesn't like tracing paper. That's a bit of a dicky fit with it. Now then, no, cooking on gas. So if you're doing the collage or anything on the actual piece, one of the primary problems that you have is that you are quite sort of restricted. It could be you are really scared of making a mess, doing it wrong, and you're really scared of sort of letting yourself be productive because you're worried all the time that it's going to encroach on the next one, it's going to be too small, it's going to be too big. By doing this one this way, what you can do is sort of go with these patterns and put them together like a jigsaw, and I thought that would be a really good one for people perhaps unsure. So if I show you what I mean, it's like if I wanted an area of this, I would cut up an area and I would be able to sort of lay it on and then cut it out, or I could cut it to the shape, but then that piece I would cut out and put on the page, if that makes sense. So I'm quite happy to just do it willy-nilly like this one, and I'm happy to use this one. Okay, so I'll do it on here just to show you. So here, right, I've got some, now you can use paper tape, you can use adhesive, foil back. Just gonna make it a bit bigger actually. That's right, screwed up that bit really bad, so I'm going to do this again. There we go. Done one. The next one is, I've cut different, these are all scrap pieces. I've cut different widths, and I think that's the answer really, is doing different widths. This is but just strip like this is really easy to do. So I'm just going to pop that on there. Now I can't see it, but that's where this comes in. So you could put it on there and do it. I think I'm a bit out there, but it doesn't matter. I'm not really stressing over it. This one is, let me just get this cut out. I'm cutting it out bigger so that I can cut it down. So now I've got this here. I've got this here. Still a bit out. Not too bad. So you could have, you know, if you've got a spot where you think it'd go, but it has to be straight, so it would have to be joining on that one. I've got that there, so what I might do is just keep that for later. I'm going to cut this down. A little wedgie thingy will work. So I've got that. So next, because I've covered that up, I'm going to work with some black and some silver. I don't want too much black because although there was black in his work, it wasn't the overpowering sauce. So I'm looking at the pattern, so I'll take these off and look at what the pattern is I've got on it. Now there's a nice little way of doing this one, and that is getting your little, you know, paper punch and punching through that, so you don't have to mess about. Or you can add it by punching and then adding to it. So, and again with that, with your dots, or you can add a sequin or a bead. So I'm just going to see which bit, if any, that might work. So actually, if I do that the other way and let it come right off, all I'm doing is putting it to there and doing that, so I've got a bit of a diamond shape. So that's fitting my line. Get off my finger like that, and then I'm going to add the little guillotines that Tonic do for our geezer, what's his name? Tim Holtz. Lovely. I'm happy with that. So there's I'm building up the first one. I didn't write it all down. Let me write it down for you now. Do you get me? Right. Sorry, forgot to do this. So this is how I'm going to do it, and then I'll piece it up with you, and I'll do a little bit before we finish. So what I've got to do is, so we'll call these stripes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then 7. So 1 is silver, gold, and black squares cut to shape. Layer 2, okay, is now I'm thinking I've put here spirals, and I'm wondering whether it'll be too much for spirals next to that. No, we'll keep with 2 spirals from gold quilling. Okay, number 3, collage. So music, stickers. Number 4 is spirals with watercolour, and I'll show you what I mean. There we go. So it's going to be that, okay, in space 4. In space 5, it's going to be collage again, but it's going to be sort of cut out shape eyes. So it's a bit like paper applique. Okay, number 6 is a fine border. Now I could use a piece of paper and manipulate it slightly, but there's only so much you can do with it with black paper. So I might use fine ribbon and draw on it. So put a piece of ribbon down and then do the black lines on the top. Then this bit, with it being near a face, I thought it would be nice, and I might change my mind, but I think it would be nice if we had something softer. So either the fabric, I know this isn't the right shape, but you know, the fabric for on a face, because it's got like little tendrils, or the lace, but I could do both, but I do want the lace near her face. So number 7, we're unsure, but we'll do it in order. Okay, we'll do it in order, so we know we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so if I do a little bit of this now, I won't be able to show you everything today and finish it because, oh, didn't do 8. 8 is circular shapes, punches. Re the armour. Right, great stuff. Does that make sense to people? So just gather your little bits like this. The next one, I've got that shape of spirals. Now, is a really, you can actually use this if you want, or do it on here. It's entirely up to you. Might do it on here actually. So the really nice way of doing this, and it's very easy, very, very easy, is you need a pokey tool. Pokey tool, she says. Now she's put a knob on it. She can't find it. Come on. Pokey tools. Pokey tools. Light and floor. Right. Actually, we'll do it on this, and then that way you can see how I do my twirling. Is I think I found an easier way of doing it. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys, but you know what I'm like. I'm not at all. My eyes are at that. My ideas are there. Audrey, hello. My ideas are there, but I'm not. So what I'm going to do is just take my time, and I'm just going to, don't dig it in like that, and I'm just going to do a line along the line. Now, you might think, well, what on earth am I doing that for? And I'm creating a channel. I might need to use my big, one of my top ball tools actually on this, because I'm dragging the stuff up rather than, see, this is a bit small, into a bit big, do you know what I mean? So basically you just want to be able to create a line. So you can use your pen if you wish, but you're creating a divot, and what happens is that divot is for the glue, and the glue actually goes into your little divot like that, goes into your divot, and your sort of sides of your quilling fit into it. That's if you want sides on it. You don't have to have sides. So it just creates this like divot for your glue to sit in. Don't use your nice new pens. It doesn't matter if you make a mess. Like I say, we've got several. So put them over there. They're going to be ready in a minute. So I've done lots of different ones. I've put a couple of blue ones in there as well, just to give it I don't know if anybody wants to see me how I do with the quilling, but I'm sure you've seen it before, so I won't bother. But, use whatever glue you've got. You know, I'm not bound by anybody to do anybody's brand. I'm very happy to say I can use what I feel is good. She says, it ain't going to be one of these, is it? It needs to be a tacky, fast-acting tacky glue. I need to shave that down a little bit. So I'm just going to put in and I'm just going to rub it into the line that I've just made, the dent, like the little dike thing. So give it a minute. Oh, and we can even use, you know, this sticker card if we wish. I'm quite happy to use the thicker card because it encases it a little bit better. You just have to think, well, do I want it in gold? Or do I want it in a different colour? I wouldn't go too far with it, because like that's no good, because you can see that. But just let that go a little bit tacky, and I'm going to cut 2 new ones off this, and I'll show you why. Because I just want them nice and straight. That can go under there because there's nothing there. And I don't want them. I can do them sort of similar size. There we go. I don't want anything too big. I've lost it. It's all dropped off, and that's all I'm left with. You won't believe what this place looks like now. Yeah, when I got the camera, I was like, oh, I can't believe this. I got a camera, got my camera, and then I got out my old lights. Oh, I didn't, Mark did. He was very kind to do that. And then when I got that, I got the GoPro I had. It's sort of an action camera, but I'm hardly going to be doing a lot of action stuff, am I? I'm not built for parkour, am I? So, although in my dreams I'm built for it, yeah, I do it on my skateboard when I'm in the mood, but normally no. I nearly broke my neck trying to get on the chair for the washing line the other week. Thought we were going to have to phone the ambulance. But all that gave was the back of the chair and not my back, which is good. Right, I really like doing this first and putting that divot in, because it makes this gluing so easy. So if I just put that in there like that, the divot's already there, if you know what I mean. And it won't go in all of them, but if you sort of manipulate the paper enough by breaking its fibers a little bit, you can just get it to stretch. Not stretch, I don't want it to stretch too much, but you can get it to be manipulated. And this is quite good glue, this pen art stuff. So, and also the strength will come from the twirly bits as well. So I'm going to leave that quite like that. What I was thinking is, what I could do is create this same lineage for all of them. Does that make sense? So this lineage, I could do it on all of them, and that's what I think I'll do. So I'm going to take a note. So circular shapes, finishing. Use the put that up there. It's not liking me doing this, is it? Right, use the indent and small walls for all the shapes. I really like that. Okay, I really do like that. I think that's smashing, super smashing, super. So next bit is a love. Right, when I was doing this, I have got my tools and everything, and I'll show you on a big one so you can see it better. So I tend to go, well, my whirligig is great because that just does it for me, but let me use the other one. It's a little bit bigger. I have there's different ones you can get. You can get longer stemmed ones, shorter stemmed ones. So if I do it like that, just show you, I'm twisting it up, and then I stop, pull me end out, move it up. Now I'm going to twist two together the opposite way, so twisting it back on itself, and also, can you see? And then what I'm going to do is either fit that in there or fit it round. So I'll see. What do I mean by that? I'll show you. So get you. So this is quite thick paper, so the quills do stay quite strong in it. So I can do that now, 3 together, or I can change it and put them like that. If I wanted to, I can put it like that, you know, not having it returned, or I can do it the same with this one, push that there and have that like that. And I really like that shape. I'll put it on there so you can see what it is. Can you see how it's curling anyway and everywhere? And I really like that because once you push that in, you're able to manipulate it and get some really fantastic shapes there that are more conducive to what I want. So that's another way I did it. They're a bit big for these. I've done it in gold and silver paper and gold paper foil and other stuff. Now I'm just going to slather, and I just go for it. Now in my kit with my gems, I get these. Now if you go onto my storefront, you will see everything that I use. But if you go to the Amazon page, well, that's the first time that's happened. If you go to my, what's it called, description box, you'll see all the stuff that I've used is on there. I've got hundreds of these. Don't know why I'm opening another one. Well, similar. But I wanted to show you what I've put on the things so that you know exactly what I'm using and not making it up. Actually, they're not bad. They're not great because they're very thin, but they're not going to poke your eye out or anything. Well, they will if you stick them in your eyes, but what I mean is some of them are that sharp, they're dangerous. So I'm just going to go put these in first. Now, underneath here is all the markings I made. So it might be a good idea to colour underneath first. Now, I think I might need to do that a bit tighter. This is very therapeutic. And I'm just looking for ones that are going to fit. Oh, it's so therapeutic. So blah blah did I. I'm thinking, oh, I've got tons and it's my old ones, it's not my new ones. So I'm going to look for some of the darker ones now, because some of those darker ones are just going to fit perfectly. And undo them. Just let them. And then if you want, chop a little bit off. And this allows you to do a couple of things. It allows you to make them the size that you want. But then I can just have smaller, like curly whirly bits, or put a bit of glue on the edge of these and have these sticking to the wall. Like that. Get in. Get down, Shep. Like that. If that's a bit big, I'm going to take that out because it's a bit too high. I don't mind it at different heights, but I don't want it sort of. And if you've got the end of one and it sort of, it's not going where you want, you can put it in, squash it in, and then trim it later. Can't believe how much walking I've done this week. I've done, on average, only 4 miles a day, but that's good. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. I got more further than I'd got any other day yesterday. And one of the places is, it's wonderful because they look after the place itself. Oh, sorry, they look after the place, so it's got all sorts of like themes going on. And last year it was sunflowers, and they've done it again this year. So the whole where you can meet the canal or go up to the road, the A6, you can get what's it called? You can get either way. You can go to the train station, or you can go to the main road, and each little stop on the Middlewood Way, it allows you to, where the stations were, sort of keep the stations areas, not like stations, but no platforms or anything, but they have like lovely, where there's lots of up here where they keep the stations really nice with flowers, and they've done it on the Middlewood Way, and it's so cool to see. And it's sunflowers this year, and they're massive already, but I've never seen orangey ones like this. Beautiful. And I got well past that yesterday. I was proper chuffed with myself. I'm going to push these together down here because I want them quite tight. I want another one of these in there, but I want it a bit looser than that. Maybe that one is better. Yeah. And even if you don't like the colour underneath it, don't worry, because what you can do is later on add watercolours to the background, or gold underneath it. You're entirely, it's up to you, entirely up to you. This has got to be one of my most favourite things to do. How weird is that? But the only issue I have got is the card is a bit of a so and so, because it's got mind of its own. So you've got to sort of really get a bit of it, you know, tell it who's boss, so to speak. It's a joke, innit? I'm not boss of anything. Right. And if this comes away, just glue it to your circles. I'm liking that. Not too sure whether I like that one. Standing too proud. And whilst it's great to do that, it's not exactly what I want here. I like the fact that it's not about trying to sort of do it perfect. It's like you're saying, right, okay, you're going to be like this. I'm going to make you fit. You're not going to be telling me you're not fitting. And oh, look at that. Forgot about that. You can put them inside each other. I'm going to fight now. I'm going to fight. Who's going to win? Ain't going to be you. Right. Oh, well, it would help if you put glue on, wouldn't it? Put that on first. I might not like it. If it doesn't go with the rest of it, I might have to sort of whip it out. Yeah, I'm not too sure whether that is a bit of a... No, I'll leave it on. My fingers are dead sticky now. So I know when you're in maths, but... You think, oh, I'll need loads, and you do loads, and then you're like, I want little ones, not big ones. Right. So my paper bit is getting there. Brilliant. I might just chop that off later because it looks a bit odd. So I've got all the quilling done and I'll drop some colour in. I like the fact that maybe I should... Oh no, not that one. If I get another piece and I can put each section like that. So section 2. So section 3. Now what I can do is while that's drying, chop that out. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So it's got no do front end of this, so there we go. So cut that off. So now leave that on, and what we'll do, we can actually adhere, you know, that to that, or we can adhere it to the edge of that if you want, but I'm just going to do this. Oh dear. So no, I'm going to do some collage. I'll wear Screaming the Red off. I've got some buttons and I've got some all sorts of stuff, and I need my little bit of music paper that I had. Gosh. I had it. Okay, so I'm going to look at this now. So I've just got some glue on that. I'm going to try and keep to the edge as much as possible, but I'm not worried. So I am just going to go overlapping, and if there's a bit of glue that needs to be put down, just put it down. So any bits that have got hardly any music on, just over, collage over. So I'm just going to put a little bit down here. I do like collage, and I tend to sort of spoil it a little bit by adding big bits, whereas it's actually more interesting to add smaller bits. So as you can see, I'm just pushing that back to create not an amazing neat edge, but you can see the edge happening now. I keep forgetting where I am. So this is very good glue. Keep that for a smaller bit now. Probably getting people saying, no, it's upside down. Yep, I know. Don't have to tell me. You're right. Thank you for your advice. But yep, I'm happy for you to keep it as well. Because each to their own, isn't it? I took everybody's advice. I'd never do anything on my own. But yeah, I've been walking the last few days. Well, I walk every single day, but I do more sometimes than the others, and I'm listening to my books, and it's my really happy time. And I've been looking for somewhere as a studio, but alas, you know, unless I've got a couple of £100 a week, or you know, a couple of hundreds of pounds a month, I've got nowhere fast. So anyhow, I want to start using my new tool, but I'm a bit concerned I've got no space to do it in, and I want to make it do it really well. So, well, it's all about how we build things up, isn't it, Jackie? It's all about how, not just me, I get more satisfaction, believe it or not, from watching other people show their work. That's my I absolutely adore it. So we've got this one. Yeah, we've got our other one. Put it out here. You see where I'm going? Well, that will be cut once it's dry to the shape, look. So that will go in there. That can have another line on it. So here, proper sticky. Right, I have got these, and I'm thinking they might go on there, but not just yet, because I just think that might need a little bit more or less. So I've already used a tiny bit, look. So next go, let's have a look. I've got to do the bit here just to show you. So now, if you've got a piece of collage like Glynis, the lovely Glynis, amazing Glynis, she's doing a lot of work on gel plates. Now you could use a piece of that, couldn't you? You know, as this what we're going to do next. So you've got this. If you wanted to, you could actually do the lines on top of it. These are a bit heavy duty, so you'd need something a little bit lighter. But yeah, you could actually do all this stuff on the top of your newly done newly done. Now I'm looking at this and I'm going to try something. So your newly done gel plate prints. I just think this is an easier way of working, actually, because, you know, doing it all on one piece of paper is very scary. Very. So this is like insulation tape, I think. You get it from hardware store, B&Q or something like that. It's proper silver foil. But it's adhesive. It's really sticky. Doesn't help that I've got the tackiest glue on my hands ever. So it's like tin foil, but with proper stick on it. The advice is don't do this whilst not having glue. You're best off not having glue on your fingers first. Just going to add that to there. I don't think that's a bit that fits there, but it might be. There we go. But it don't really matter because that will all be taken care of. So I'm going to chop this off. And it doesn't really matter with it being sticky because you just, you know, fold it over. Like that. Just tidy any bits up. And keep some of this, not on the paper side, because what you can do is use that for your bips and bobs on it. Right, so let's have a look if this works. So it's a case of, I'm going to change it now I've got these on, so it don't really matter to me. So that one will fit there. Like that. What do you reckon? Oh, you'll be right with collars like this. think I might scratch this down a bit. I'll show you how to do that. She says. Right, what you need to do is before you put anything on it, you need to give it a bit of a sand. So what we're doing is sanding this down, and it's like that. So it's aluminium there, but what happens is we can put then, oh my fingers, doobie doobie doo. I'm not too sure what I can use. I'll use some graphics and I'll just take the colour down a little bit. So I have got some alcohol pens, and I'm just going to see what, oh yeah, that's a nice colour. I'm just going to take it down with some alcohol pens. So what you do is you rub it in and rub the alcohol over the top of it, and it will go into the creases, and oh, it smells nice, and it ages it straight away, so it doesn't look like the horrible bright shiny stuff, but it's still got a shine on it. So you can add colours. So if I wanted to add a little bit, with it being alcohol, I can add patches of colour. It's great when you're cleaning. I'm trying to sort stuff out, so I'm doing a cupboard a day. And you find things and you go, whoa, I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot that technique. So I'm going to do it on here so you can see how I'm doing it. And I've got my pen. I'm just turning it on. It doesn't take a minute, honestly. And I'm just going to, I hope that alcohol will blow up. So I'm going to get rid of that because it's sticking to everything. I've got my bobs and bits. So we've done 2 lots now. I keep forgetting that you're further away, so I'll have to keep doing that. I've done the colouring on this, which makes it far better than the, you know, if I was to put the white on it, the silver white again, that you see, it just smells better. Oh, of course you can, Jamila. Of course you can. Anything like that, tin can, you name it. Tin foil, it's the same as tin foil, aluminium, aluminium, that stuff. So we've got that on. Now we've got the bright. So we have the bright on it. Can you see that it has a big impact now? So there we go. I'll try and keep it straight. Very impressed with this glue for this. It's bob on. Bob on. Now I've got brown paper as well, which might look nice. So we've got the aluminium foil. We've got the tape. And I've put the other stuff on. Oh, my fingers. Shut up with us. Shut up. Shut up. Right, so I've got another one there. I don't actually remember where they came from, but who cares? I think it might have been here. Yeah. It wouldn't. It just didn't look right before with the silver on the silver. That's better there. The silver on the silver. It just it was overpowering. It was incredibly. It was just too much. So, you know, if I wanted to, I could add a piece of the so if I cut it, sticking my scissors together. So if I just cut a little piece out, like that. So we've got the text paper on it, the music paper on it, like that. So I'll just look, and I'm just going to do this because it's really annoying me. So you know, you forget what you've done in the past, and you think, oh, and then as you're working, things pop out and you're like, oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Right, okay. Right. Where's that bit brown? I think this might look nice on it. But should I go with the black because I've got black on it? That might be the answer, I think. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Yeah, I'll go with black. I wish this wasn't the oldie folky show, Antiques Roadshow. This song, because then I could really enjoy it being one of my favourites without having the stigma of it being ye old whatever it is. Right, going for gold. Where's the bit gold? Give it a bit of gold. Could have a bit of flat gold or a bit of. No, I'll go with this stripy gold. I'll do it across as well. There we go. And the reason I'm doing it off page like that is because I just think it adds a little bit something different. Like it continues to be part of the others, not just like bits of paper stuck on, which is what it is, but and you're not seeing too much you're not seeing too much of one colour either. Right, so on his work you get to see the little bits like this. I know some of you might be saying, I can't keep up, but it's not about keeping up. It's about sort of just watching, getting what you like out of it, and then saying, right, I didn't like what she did there. I'm going to do it like this, and then doing that. And I think just here, that needs just something to break that little bit up because it's lost. So There's that bit I just chopped off. There it is. There you go. But hasn't that what you call it? That in the background really helped. Made it really. And if you do have like really sticky glue like this, that brush cleaner that I use, the soap, is amazing. Not keeping that like that because I don't like it. I'll take the edge off it, but it won't be square, this one. Now, if you've got a steady hand, use a knife. If you haven't, scissors do it, don't they? Right, so I'll show you what I mean. You'll get an idea now. I am just going to cut a shape. Not great, that shape, because I'll neaten it up in a minute. Is that on the floor? There it is. So if I wanted to neaten all this up now, I could easily very thin line between them. Get the idea? That's a bit thick. I don't like that bit there, it's annoying me, so I would definitely get the what you call it on it, sanding finger. Right, you can use any glue, any things you want, any colours or whatever you like, but I'm just going to use these because I love them. So I've got my hot fix. I'm just going to pull some out, and apparently this sticky thing here pulls them very nicely for me. I'll just give it a whiz. A whiz, that was a whiz. Oh, that one can't. Just drop something, can you tell? So I think it's a wax pencil, if I'm not too sure. If I'm honest. I might not be able to go walking today. The weather's a bit sour here. So I've got the 2 mil, and I'm just looking at the colours and I think the colours I've got. Now, we know that there's red in there, don't we, and blue and green. So I reckon a couple of those. And a couple of those. Let's try that. So you get your... Oh, hey. Oh, I like these. Right, I've got my thing on. Very hot. And I'm just going to put that on the top. Oh, quick, get that. Quick, don't do what he did the other day. Quick, get on. Oh. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I thought it was plugged in. No. Quick. Gosh. Quick. Quick. Okay, wait. No. Oh, thank goodness. for that. Right, I'm just going to move it over. Has that done it? Oh, yes. I like the fact that you can move it as well. You know, like if it's not quite where it should be. Well, you've got so much time anyway. Just found my new best toy. The problem with anything like this with me is it won't then be gemmed. If it don't move and can't get out of the way, it will be gemmed in between, what within a nth of its life, everywhere. I learned to get a little. Oh, let's stop that. I learned to get a little bit more sort of okay with. I suppose what you could do is if you wanted it in a certain pattern first, glue it first and then add this. Thank you, Jamila. I'm loving your support. You can do it when you're being into it. Right, it looks really naff at the moment, but it won't do. Promise me. Promise you. Look at the time, it's 1:30. Bloody moved it. Oh, look, you can move them until they're cool. I'm having that. Get in. Right, I'm going to turn that off because it's blooming hot. It's got its own little stand thing. Whoa, I love it. Look, I love it. It's all gemmed up, blinged. So if we look at what we've done these, some of these need tidying up, but we can fit them all back together. Like here, I can take that down and push that in there if we wish, but I don't think I want to. I want to sort of do a bit and let it evolve like a jigsaw. Oh yeah, look, what do you reckon? That's cool, that. And then some gems on the, but this needs some work on it. So I'm not a lover of the gold, the silver like this. So yeah, that's it. That's what you got to do. You got to get your pen. Like that. That's better. I personally don't want it too bright and shiny. I just want the colour to be in the background. I don't want it to be take over, so you can see there that it is in the background. I'm not too sure why it's not focusing. Oh, it is. It's shiny. But can you see how I am loving this? So I'm going to spend some time doing some on here, and I think even with a white pen. So let me test these other ones. Now these are the pens I've just bought. They've got nipples on and everything, so I'm just going to put on. These are the ones I've just bought for the monastery. They're very fine. Oh yeah, I'm loving them. That's the silver gold. So let's look at the others. I'm very impressed with them. So right, so there's a gold. Let's go with the silver. The white. Oh yes. So now we've got the silver. That don't really make a difference in there because the white's hiding it. But let's see on maybe a piece of black here. These are very, very fine. I think they're like a 3.5. High gloss as well. Right, I'm really happy with them. Very happy with them. I'll put the link up for you. I'll let you know how what other people think of them. But yeah, you get 18 in a pack. Very interesting in there. Sometimes it's like we only look at the dearer ones, but then you think, to me, it's like buy cheap, buy twice. Yeah, I get it, and I do live by that. But sometimes there comes across now and again, not often, there comes across some really good, some really good sort of companies that do price points that are very good. But you'd think, just be a bit sus of them, but don't be. Test them out, and that's why I do it, because I can test them out. So I'm just going to, before I finish this live, I'll be here next Friday. I'm just going to put some edges on this because it looks a bit, and I want to sort of create a bit of an aged look. Tatter out edges like me. So it doesn't look too heavy. Oh, that's better. Much better. That's much better. What I've done is took that emphasis off the silver and brought the metallic-y feel back, but through coppers and rust, which I think will go better. Yeah, so we've got that nice happening. That's nice. And then as we move on with the lady and the head, Yeah, that's why I always put straight onto YouTube. It's just so much easier now. I might have to sort of cease with StreamYard because it's costing me a lot of money for nothing, you know, and I'm not best pleased with that. So anyway, so we can add some of this if we wish, but doing it in pieces like this allows you to build it up. So, you know, if I wanted to put that on there, I could look. And I would do it in a deep frame, a 3D frame, if I wanted to put that on the edge there. There's all sorts of things you can do, but I hope you enjoyed that. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, as you can tell. I'm just off with the fairies. Away and away, and I love it. Bit of fabric on it as well, trying that. So next week we get to do 4, 5, 6, 7 and the face on, and then we get to see what she's like. Excellent, love it, love it. It looks naff now, but I love that, Jamila. Yeah, absolutely. Get all your scrap out and have a go. You know, this might look good on there. It might look naff as well, but that's too much. But it will look good on somewhere else. But don't throw it away just yet. I'm going to put all my curly bits in. But what you've got to do is learn to throw them away as well. Don't be thinking I'll keep them forever. It's not conducive to a good mind, because when we're just hoarding, and I'm trying my best to not introduce that, I'm trying to get that sort of a thing in the past with a lot of us, and me especially. So I'm just going to put all the bits that I need in one space, like these little bits, ready for next. Tomorrow I'll do some more on it, but I will see you next Friday for 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and then 9 with the frame, and I'm thoroughly loving this, thoroughly. And I'll put some pictures up, bit of a close-up here, and the Patreons will all get the close-ups of it. And I hope you've enjoyed that. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And I've got a new favourite toy, and it will be getting gemmed and blinged and everything. So I've got to go and do horrible shopping again. And I forgot my toilet rolls, so I'm going to need them. Can't get by without them. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you next Friday. I can't wait to see what you, please show me what you do, because that's what it, and if you can like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel, we can perhaps get people coming onto that, which is far easier, and it doesn't cost me that £30 a month. Oh, excellent. Oh, do you know what? It's a pure pleasure to do it, but thank you for being here. Yeah, and I will see you same time, same place, with my own work done, with you showing me yours and I'll show you mine. Bye. Right. Cool.